The death of an LAPD officer following a training exercise is being called a tragic accident. Family members of Officer Houston Tipping have disputed what happened after he died 3 days after the accident that left him paralyzed.
Eyewitness News reporter David Gonzalez has reaction to the report from police officials and the officer's family.
An internal investigation into the death of Los Angeles police officer Houston Tipping reveals the 5-year veteran died in May following a bicycle patrol training exercise accident.
This was not a mob attack, as has been alleged. In this case, Officer Tipping playing the role of a suspect to help officers learn how to deal with that one individual.
LAPD says the scenario had been ran about 10 times before Officer Tipping was chosen to play the suspect.
Officer Tipping then lifted the student officer from the ground, and the student officer's arm went around Officer Tipping's neck, wrapping towards the front of Officer Tipping's cheek and throat. As the two fell to the floor, Officer Tipping's neck remained in that grasp.
The impact on the ground with the arm of the officer in that position around the backside of Officer Tipping's neck. In that instance is where the fracture occurred.
The coroner also ruled Tipping's death an accident. The autopsy report states he died from a spinal cord injury and he suffered a cut to his head and fractured ribs while officers were trying to save his life. But the family's attorney says Tipping had made a report about sexual assault involving several LAPD officers before they say he was beaten to death. They say the next step is for LA County District Attorney George Gascon to do an independent investigation.
If the facts show that there was nothing done intentionally, great. Then that will be the end of the investigation. If they find that something was done intentionally, then people should be held accountable.
LAPD's investigation also gives recommendations on how to make the bike patrol school safer, including adding safety briefings before each exercise. But they add that these recommendations most likely would not have prevented Tipping's death.